You're seeing the last known slave dwelling in Mecklenburg County, making its final historic journey. The Stafford Cabin is an extremely important historic artifact. It is the only intact slave dwelling that we've identified in Mecklenburg County. Moving from its longtime home on Plaza Road Extension in East Charlotte to Latta Place in Huntersville. So this is our one chance to preserve, a building or artifact that really symbolizes a lot about the African American experience in the antebellum Mecklenburg County. The single room cabin, painstakingly dismantled, then reassembled and restored. We all made a commitment to restoring the building and moving it to Latta so that it could be both preserved but also become a really important part of the educational experience.
It's been a very complicated process as being an African American, a Black woman, but for me personally, it's been a very delicate balance in that to be a proponent of this project, but also knowing, feeling, the history, especially within my own family. It's helped me personally to figure out how a person in my demographic, in my professional realm, can influence this project and add to this project. And part of that is being a proponent of moving such artifacts like the Stafford Cabin on site. It's important that this cabin comes to Latta Place because there is a perception in our community that we don't preserve our history.
The cabin is believed to have been built in the 1840s by the Stafford family on its property on what is now the Plaza Road Extension.
We cleared out some ground around the cabin so we had access to have better, safe working environment. At that point, we were able to go in and document the cabin. We have tags all up and down the cabin that basically number each and every log. So as we go back to put it back together and restack it, we have the number system to be able to put it back together with, like a big jigsaw puzzle. So let's take these 2x4s down. The way that they did the joinery on the corners, the joints actually lock together and hold the cabin. There's no nails in this structure. The whole structure is held together with joinery. Once it's all disassembled, we'll have it on a trailer, take it to the new site, and then reassemble it in the same manner that we took it apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once we got her here, we ended up taking stone from site, bringing it here also, and we built a stone foundation, just like the original cabin. We're having to do a bunch of restoration work on some logs as far as like replacing them. We're taking oak logs, hewing them down, replacing them with the same like kind as the Department of Interior standards rehabilitation. We were lucky enough to actually find original lime daubing in the structure when we took her down. So we're gonna replicate that same mixture into this cabin. One of the most privileging things to me being able to work on a structure like this is that I'm doing the same work somebody did 200 years ago. I'm getting to go in and see what they did 200 years ago. I see their chisel marks, their axe marks. I'm doing that same work that they did then, and I'm recreating this structure and preserving it for 200 years.
At Latta Place, there was an emphasis on the historic building, and adding the Stafford Cabin allows us to see the other side of the coin that was the 19th century. It shows the disparity between the different folks that lived on this site, not only the landowners, but the enslaved. I hope that people recognize the effort that we've put into this process. We're not trying to diminish anybody's role historically on this site. We want to be truthful, we want to be transparent, we want to be compassionate, and we want to, unify and transform as a community moving together, moving forward together.
History preserved will be history remembered. And this house, once barely standing, is now carefully restored, here to stand the test of time. So no one forgets those who lived here.